Alright, hopefully this thing is on. Somebody check it right now. It says that we're on, I'm not sure. Are we on? Are we on? Okay, looks like we're getting there. Looks like we might even be there. Hang on. A little late to the party. I know. I had to do some eating. Let's check this audio real quick. Yep, let's check the audio. A little bit of double. A little bit of doubleage, that's all. A little bit of doubleage. Alright, No, we don't want auto. We don't want auto. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, buddy. What's going on, Hearthcard? Thanks for coming through. How are you doing? Alright, there we are. Just making sure. Just getting some things started, getting things ready. Had to eat a little bit, had to come down a little bit. The hype was too real early. It was way too much. Yeah, what's up? How you doing? Oh, man. I just wanted to get started soon, but, at the same time, there's also a lot going on. I didn't want to leave you hanging. Did you know, I think YouTube actually set our last thing last week, our last session last week, is made for kids. I don't know, it was weird, because I asked it, there's a section where it says, did you send out any notifications? It was like, no, we didn't, because it was set to made for kids. I'm like, that's definitely not what happened. I made to watch a bunch of bloody scenes in the movie, so I'm fully immersed. Oh man, getting ready for the shocker. I see. I understood. Yes. It's gonna, dilly dally for a couple minutes, see if the notifications brings in anybody else. I have no idea. Yeah, we're really happy. Yeah, it's such a milestone. It's such an absolute milestone, and I really wanted to. This is something I've been wanting to do for an extremely long time. The reason why, in the very beginning when I was doing Level Maker and things like that, is because I could not, for the life of me, get my hands on any of the things to do the regular, the Nintendo Switch thing and things like that. But now that I finally have the equipment to go in that direction, it's been a long time coming, so I couldn't be more excited at that time. It was my first time, doing a stream like that. I don't know if you recall, there was times back in the day where I would actually aim my phone at my Nintendo Switch to try to get Switch content on the channel, which is that's not necessarily ideal, Seriously, if that's what YouTube wants, I guess, right? That's so bizarre. This is made for kids. I'm like, no freaking way it is. Because it told me, it was like, yeah, it didn't sound any notifications, which I don't think is necessarily true because you're here, you know what I mean? I never set it for kids. There's even a setting where it says, make sure that it's not set for kids. Every time. And I have that checked, so I don't know if it was a glitch in the system. YouTube is tripping always. YouTube is always tripping. Always. Absolutely always. But yeah, I done come down a little bit there, Hearthcard, so I hope you don't mind my low energy. Oh man, I just had some potatoes, and you know how those have effect on the body. Some potatoes and corned beef hash, man. Caffeine and wore off. Played a little bit of games, trying to get myself, chilled and everything, getting ready for the stream. So I might not be as hype, but I'll definitely, that'll be my real reaction as always, though. Rain, sleet, snow, whether I'm caffeinated, non-caffeinated, sleepy, not sleepy, you're still gonna get the best that I got. Anybody who's in here watching now, later, whenever. I think every YouTuber had to point the cameras at their TVs back then to record, right? Absolutely, and that's exactly what I had to do. And it's like my little camera phone, I tried to put it on max settings, cut off all the lights, aiming at the Switch, and hope for the best. Hope for the best, but now finally have the ability to do this. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm actually going to grab a drink of water. Give me 1 second, Hearthcard. Thank you so much for waiting. I had to get some water. Yep, he's got the Streets of Rage music in the background. Just trying to get it started, you know. But yeah, like, this was such a huge event for me. Something I've been wanting to take the channel in a direction for a very, very long time. And I finally have the equipment, so no matter what the future throws at me, for the most part, I'll be able to at least bring Nintendo Switch content and, you know, PC gaming to the channel, which would bring in an entirely, like, you know, different audience that would align up to what we're doing, both of us, all of us, really. But yeah, let me know if you're ready. I'm gonna get this thing started. Streets of Rage 3 is the best game. You know, honestly, I think I played. Oh gosh, I think I remember playing Streets of Rage 1 and 2. I don't even know if I did 3. They all kind of one blur. They're all good games. That, and honestly, mine was actually Final Fight back in the day. Mine was Final Fight back in the day. So there you have it. All right then. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Make sure that the audio levels are good. There we go. This music is bumping. All right. Okay, let's fade that out. I say fade that out. That did not fade out at all. Let me know how the audio levels are. That Hearthcard. I think this is good. I think.
When I was a kid, for some
Hopefully you guys can hear that.
odd reason.
Let me double check. Making sure. Let me see here. You're gonna hear a bit of playback. Hang on. Did I not hear that? I couldn't. I'll go double back. I don't think the audio was good that time. Oh, it's actually not bad. Not bad. I just don't want to over like power it so that way you can't hear what the person is saying, right? Okay, give me a second. All these technicalities, this stuff I'll be hopefully chopping out, able to chop out when the time comes. Goodness gracious, turn that down, please turn it down. There we go. Okay. Let's see, where were we? Good on your end? Awesome. All right, let's get this thing started. Let's see here. Tragedy at Toontown. So, alright. So, last time we left off, there was, oh gosh, there was so much going on. There was a security guard. There was a weird looking goofy thing on the loose killing people. There's a baby that ended up in the refrigerator. And the security guard afterwards, his life went down the pooper, for lack of a better term. And now he's trying to redeem himself by finding the real killer. And I think he got attacked. He got his back slashed up. He barely made it out. And they didn't look for the guy. And Disney covered it up, right? And now we're trying to figure out what's going to happen next. All right, let's do this.
Writing letters to people.
All right, let's go back here. There we go. Audio for me.
When I was a kid, for some odd reason, I had this obsession with writing letters to people. My parents thought it was kind of funny, and they would even help me with the hobby sometimes. With their assistance, I was able to write a letter to the Queen of England.
Oh, wow.
A famous wrestler I was really into.
It's writing letters to everybody.
My favorite character at Disney World.
Wonder what that is. Goofy?
I still remember to this day being so excited when I found a postal address online for an area in Disney World where I could actually write a letter to him.
Oh, snap, hang on.
In the envelope, I included a photo of my family.
Am I acting to 2 episodes every Friday? I don't know. Not sure. Hearthcard, not 100%, maybe. We'll see how it goes. If it starts to get more steam or whatever, yeah, definitely. We'll see. This is really fun though, but I have no idea. That's a good question though. Really good question.
Saying that one day we would try to make it down to Florida to visit them.
All right.
Even though I really didn't expect to get a response.
Oh, okay,
At
he's
that
a
age,
realistic
I
kid.
figured he was so famous he wouldn't even take the time to write me back.
Okay.
However, believe it or not, several months later, I received a response.
Oh, snap.
From the character himself.
What?
It was written on old faded paper.
Oh, snap. Is he writing kids?
The envelope was oddly tied together with a piece of red yarn.
Oh, jeez.
All it said was, "See you real soon."
Oh,
With a photo
snap.
of Goofy inside.
No, Goofy. See
It
you
took
real
years,
soon.
But eventually we did finally plan a trip to go down and see him.
What?
It was a 6-hour drive from Atlanta and was brutally boring nearly the entire
Oh, my
time.
gosh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That
Pause. So Goofy is just hanging out? Goofy is just legit hanging out right now. Is that is that what's going on? Oh my gosh. Goofy is like, yeah, see you real soon. But this is the guy who like left. He just dipped out. He just dipped out. And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. And he's writing kids and nobody thinks that's kind of odd. Nobody found this dude. I like that this creepypasta has he bounced around from protagonist to protagonist, right? This Goofy monster is over the top. At least I hasn't found him yet.
It was until we got onto Disney World property and
Okay.
passed under the beautifully colored overpass where Mickey and Minnie stand on both sides of the road, welcoming you in.
Come on in.
I remember feeling at that point like the possibilities for the vacation were endless.
Oh, jeez.
Sadly, though, with
Good.
endless possibilities, sometimes come terrible and unexpected outcomes.
Yeah. See, you
With
got
this
all that.
That rule definitely rang true.
Oh, jeez. What's going to happen?
I still feel that before the events of that vacation, I never truly felt fear.
Wow.
Actual terror.
Oh,
It just
no.
wasn't a thing in my life yet, and it changed me.
Oh, no.
Anyways, everything started after we went under that overpass.
What happened to the
I remember
overpass?
we were surrounded on all sides by those long sweeping lawns that seem to go on for miles just before
Okay.
you enter Walt Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
Dad told me to open the window to get in some fresh air for my baby sister Hannah.
Fresh air is always good. Got
So I
baby
rolled
sister.
the window down
Yeah.
and was quickly affronted by a putrid aroma
Oh, no.
of something dead nearby.
Oh, gosh. That's not a good
I looked
omen.
out into the trees beyond the grass trying to find a vulture or something, but nothing was in sight. I
What's going
started
on
to
there?
roll the window up, but froze when I finally saw something moving in
What?
the trees.
Wait, are you stood still or?
It was a tall, lanky man
Oh, jeez.
dragging something through the woods.
What the?
As the car drove past, I could see him more clearly and began
What?
to realize he wasn't just any man either. It
What
was
is
hard
he?
to tell, but his face looked mashed up and almost as if he had a tail.
Oh, that's the dude.
His
That's our
face
guy.
shrank as he turned to me, lifted his hand and gestured hello,
Oh, jeez.
slowly waving his fingers like a creepy circus clown. I screamed for my parents to look, but by the time they had turned,
It's
he
too late.
was hidden again.
He's gone.
I'll be honest with you, that scared the crap out of me. I
That
didn't
scared me
really
too.
have much choice but to try and push it out of my mind. I mean, I was finally at Disney World, and no matter what I said to my parents, they weren't buying it anyways.
Yeah,
Can't say
you're
I
too
really blame them.
too much of a kid. They don't believe you. They
I
never
did
do.
Sort of start to forget about it though once we arrived at the Wilderness Lodge. That's the one surrounded by woods, but still on the lake with all the other resorts.
Right.
We checked into our room and went to go grab a bite to eat afterwards. Our plan was then to take one of the ferries over to Magic Kingdom for the fireworks, which I was very excited about.
Okay.
We ate at some place called Trails End or something like that, and my parents ended up talking to another big family that was attending a reunion there.
All right.
My mom and dad talked to a middle-aged couple about stuff related to babies and Hannah, so I got kind of bored and started talking to their grandfather.
Okay.
He was kind of a strange, crotchety old man.
Crotchety.
He didn't really seemed like he wanted to be there. I ended up telling him what I'd seen on the way into Disney, though, and his eyes widened with terror.
Oh, jeez, this old guy knows.
Cartoon man, he'll come for you.
The cartoon man.
The woman who was talking to my mom
What?
quickly took notice and did damage control. put her arm around him and escorted him out of the restaurant.
The cartoon man.
He continued to rant and rave. The husband perked up.
Okay, so they're in this restaurant, right? And you got this old guy who knows what the heck is going on. Is this, I wonder, don't tell me now, I wonder if this is the same guy who got his back scratched up last time. Then he just turned into an old man. I don't know. But how does this old man know exactly what's going on? He's trying to warn this kid, and he gets ushered away by somebody younger than him, and it really stinks. Hopefully, hopefully he takes notice.
Up as if experienced with explaining this type of behavior. He gets a little loopy sometimes. Living on Disney property all these years, maybe he's...
Is it the cartoon man is going to be this villain's name throughout the whole part? Yeah, that's the best way to put him, because it's like, for me, it's just goofy, but I guess, copyright or whatever. Cartoon man is way better. Cartoon man. Now I'm thinking about Bendy, like Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Had a bit too much fantasy in his life. He lived on property? I asked with genuine curiosity. Yep. About half of the year, he rented one of those lots out.
I hear you, Black Widow. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. I appreciate it.
On the campground, lived out of his RV. He used to love it, but sadly, he had to move in with us last year due to his condition.
Oh boy, what kind of condition?
My parents not.
It's traumatized.
We all decided to head out after that.
Oh boy.
We ended up going to the fireworks show after all, which was the first part of the night where I somewhat started to forget what had happened.
Oh jeez. Well, you don't want to forget.
So long.
Oh, you guys remembered.
We got back to our room and found it totally ransacked.
Oh no!
Our suitcases
the heck?
were torn apart and stuff was strewn all over the place.
Oh my gosh!
There was also this saliva-like liquid covering everything.
Ew!
It was disgusting.
Ew!
We called the hotel security to come check it out. And due to the fact that Hannah's baby stuff was the only stuff that was really missing.
What?
They said that they thought raccoons were to blame.
Oh my gosh, bro. Wait a second. I'm sorry, but if I'm on a Disney whatever, and my room gets ransacked and there's suddenly bodily fluids all over my stuff, the trip is over. The trip is absolutely over. It's over. It's over. Pack your bags, so we're leaving Florida, wherever the heck we're supposed to be. There's no freaking way. There's just no way. No way. My things are missing. All right, well, the park's going to have to pay for it, right? And then my baby stuff is missing? Why is only the baby? Raccoons did it. See, here's the freaking thing about it. They always covering up stuff. You and I know, we all know, I should say, based on the previous things, the previous stories, that the authorities, the park authorities, right, and the park itself and Disney itself is doing this mass cover-up of horrific things that are happening in this park. And why is he allowed to continue? They know who it is. Why is he allowed? Are they all in it together? All right, let's see.
Seriously. They said that we had probably accidentally left the patio door open.
Mm-hmm.
Considering it was slightly open when we returned.
That was not raccoons.
They also claimed that there was an increase in raccoon activity that night too. Which basically had my parents totally convinced at that point.
I'm going to pause this. No, you're Disney. You're the richest company. I mean, one of the richest corporations in all of the earth. There's no way you're going to convince me that raccoons did that, man. Like, you're Disney. I saw, okay, I'm going off on a tangent here. I saw a thumbnail like maybe 2 years ago about what Disney did with their mosquito problem in Florida. Says the thumbnail was like, why does the park have less mosquitoes? Give me a second. Using some real life takes here. Hang on. Why Disneyland mosquitoes? Why Disneyland had no mosquitoes? All right. So let's just take a look. See here. I'm gonna do this here. Yeah, I haven't shown anything I shouldn't be showing. But yeah, look at this. No mosquitoes. No mosquitoes. Right. Look at these thumbnails. Right. Actually, give me a second. I don't think I showed anything weird. Give me a second. What is it? Control incognito. Right. He said, doing part 1 every Friday would be cool. Would hype up the story from where you question more things. That would be great because honestly, I think that's a great way to go because I think one is enough, right? Wait, where the heck is this? It really incognito? Really? It looks like the exact same, like bookmarks and everything. All right, anyway, but yeah, you mean to tell me that they have no stinking they have a freaking problem with raccoons. This place. Look at that castle. If I roll over the thumbnail, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. How does Disney control mosquitoes? No mosquitoes, and they're in Florida. Florida, like I said, it's got swamps, ponds. You can even see this in the description. Florida is one of the states that has the most lakes, swamps, and ponds. Still water, right? And you mean to tell me raccoons? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way that you're going to convince me that they're doing it. You know, that the raccoons are doing it. At least me. No, wait, we're leaving. This, my baby stuff is missing. My youngest daughter. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, let's continue. Let's continue.
So while they cleaned up our room, we went out to the dock area where they decided to have a few drinks and joke with another family about how unlucky we were
Jeez Louise.
for being attacked by raccoons.
Oh, so unlucky.
Once again, I was bored though, so I started walking down.
Right? It's in a real life scenario, Disney would be getting flames. Absolutely. You betcha. You better believe it. You better believe it, Hearthguard Maker. That's 100% fact.
Down the dock and
I bet.
Eventually found myself in an area that was pretty much completely empty.
There we go.
I looked out over the vacant dark lake and noticed something in the distance.
What's going on
floating on top of the water?
Is it a body?
It was
a body?
A little makeshift raft.
What?
Built from trash and old wood and stuff. With a man standing on top of it.
This dude just creeps.
He was rowing with this giant branch towards our resort.
He just creeps.
And as he approached, I could tell it was the same guy.
Oh, that's him.
The cartoon man.
A cartoon man.
I quickly ran to get my parents and brought them over to the spot where I had seen him.
Look.
But it was too late.
Done.
Most likely hidden behind one of the little islands out there because the raft wasn't visible anymore.
Whip out that cell phone.
At that point, my parents were really starting to wonder about me.
Oh, no.
Brought us back to the room so we could get some rest.
Uh-oh.
Hours later, I found myself tossing and turning, desperately trying to sleep.
Did you guys do
softly rumbling outside the room?
Jeez Louise.
I closed my eyes trying to sleep again when I heard a scratch on the window beside me.
I'm gonna pause this real quick. Didn't you do any like Disney? I'm talking about the protagonist. Didn't you do any Disney like stuff, man? You're at Disneyland. Did you ride on rides and eat cotton candy and shook Minnie's hand and Mickey Mouse and stuff? Do some regular Disney stuff. Don't just go straight to the room.
I looked over and, to my horror, hands covered in this animal fur.
Oh gosh.
With claws sewn onto its fingertips.
Ugh.
Slowly scratched down the glass.
Ah!
I screamed for my parents.
Oh.
And they ran into my room. They must have spent 5 minutes consoling me there as I screamed and panicked.
Oh my gosh! Wait, how did he look?
When we heard a window shatter.
Oh!
The room.
Shoot! The baby!
Without hesitation, we all ran back
the
to
baby!
The room and saw that Hannah was missing from her crib.
Freaking knew it! I freaking knew it! The baby. That was a distraction. How did he move that fast? I don't know. He said it took them minutes to calm him down. The baby, that's who he was after the entire time. That's why the baby's clothes went missing. Oh, you wicked devil. Oh, darn you. Ah. They've never believed the kids, man. They never believed the kids. I got a story about that. I'm not going to say it, but listen to the kids sometimes. Sometimes the kids aren't making stuff up. Oh, poor Hannah. Poor Hannah. Poor Hannah. Yeah. This guy says, I would be mad. Half of the fun of my trip would have been ruined by paranoia. Absolutely. Absolutely. Been super paranoid. Being paranoid sucks.
My mom started
poor
screaming
Hannah.
and immediately ran for her phone to call the police.
Yep. Hannah's gone,
I
dude.
took off behind Dad, who jumped out the window and ran into the woods after the man.
Oh my gosh.
He was way ahead of me and definitely seemed to be gaining on the man.
Get
I
him!
realized we were running through these dilapidated, abandoned structures.
Oh my gosh.
I looked at a sign and saw
Stole the
it said
baby.
River Country. At that moment,
Oh
I heard
my
a scream
gosh,
from
dude.
my dad up ahead.
What?
Once I caught up to him, I found him sitting outside an entrance to a fake rock cavern.
Oh jeez, what happened?
He was covering his neck, and I could see that he was bleeding a lot.
Dang. Slit his throat.
He normally wouldn't have told me to do this, but he didn't just tell me. He begged for me to go in there and get her.
What?
He said I needed to be a man and step up. As a 13.
Step up. Be a man. I can't do this. So you gotta do it. Wow. He's 13 years old. Oh my gosh. I mean, granted, if it was my sister, I would have went in with no hesitation, whether I'm 8 or 13. But come on, the dad's gotta step up. There's no one else for you to step up. You are the last line of defense, dude. I don't care if your neck's bleeding or not. Now, if your throat is slit, then that's a whole different story, right? You're bleeding. But I don't know. Be a man. I just got cut, but be a man. Exactly. Come on. You know what? I want to go on this tangent, but sometimes older generations, they're really out of touch with what they're asking and what's going on sometimes. I'm not saying all of them are, but I don't want to do generalizations for generations, but I got my opinions on that, and this is not the right kind of dad. He's got to step up for his kids, both of them. That 13-year-old's a 13-year-old. You know what I mean? That 13-year-old is not a 30x-year-old or a 40x-year-old or even a 20x-year-old. That 13-year-old is a 13-year-old, and they are not even finished growing yet. At 13 years old, you don't even know you don't even begin to know who you are yet. You don't know. You don't know who you are at 13 years old. I didn't. When I was 13 years old, I didn't know who I was. You know what I mean? And yet here it is, this grown man telling a 13-year-old that he has to step up and be a man, even though he himself has way more knowledge, way more experience, strength, speed, all of that stuff. I hate that. I see that all too often, and I don't like that. 13 years old, come on. Kid's not even finished growing. Brain isn't even finished developing. Get out of here.
10-year-old boy who often tried to impress his father.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Motivation for anyone to buck up and move on.
Oh my gosh. Now, see, that's not right. He took advantage of him. You know what I mean? He took advantage of his own son. I don't like that. You gotta do the right thing. You are supposedly the leader. The 13-year-old is looking to you for inspiration. You know what I mean? Is looking for you to lead. If you're the leader, you're the father of the household. You hear people say this all the time. You know, I took you in this world, I took you out of it. You know, stuff like that. You know, that's life and this and that, and you know, that's life for the father. He has to step up. He's got to step up. Period. You know, you made them. You got to pay you pay the cost to be the boss. You made them. You have to take responsibility, and that's what it means. You know, the daughter got stolen. Now you have to go in there and you have to do it. Now, if you need the kid to back you up, yeah, but to tell him to go alone against a grown man and do something you couldn't do, how did your neck get sliced? You might be sending your kid into death. You know. Anyway, I got a lot of opinions about that.
Picking up a large rock I found sitting nearby,
He's
I
13.
stepped into the pitch black cave.
Wow. I would not send my kid into a pitch black cave. I know that much. No stinking way. No way. I said, hey, stay right here. You know, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get after your sister. If I'm not out and blah, 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 run back, tell the cops where we are. Tell your mom not to come. That's what you're supposed to do as the father of the household, in my opinion. I know we got these roles and things like that. But if you're old enough to tell a 13-year-old to go in, then you should, you're old. You're way old. You're way too old. You know what I mean? You need to go in there and do it yourself. 13 years old. Not even done growing. Not done thinking. All that stuff. On the other side of 12. On the other side of 12. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway. Pitch black cave.
Seeing empty suitcases with items strewn about everywhere.
This guy's done this to a lot of people.
The man had been stealing luggage from the nearby resorts.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
I got to a cavern filled with flat screen TVs.
Uh-oh.
Many of them plugged in and blasting old Disney cartoons.
How did he power the flat screens?
Unbelievably over this racket. I heard Hannah crying from down the hall.
Get her!
So I went in her direction.
Oh, no.
In the next cavern was a large old desk with a rocking chair.
Goodness gracious.
Stacks of these envelopes on top of it.
Oh, my gosh.
On closer examination, I discovered they were letters that had been sent from all around the country.
Oh, my gosh. This guy.
One stuck out in particular.
How did he do all this?
It was very old and was stuck in the wall with a knife. It had the return address 2473 Wood Acres, Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm assuming that's your address.
My street address.
Yep. I knew it.
The letter I had sent Goofy.
Yep.
All those years before.
I knew it.
I continued searching for the man for at least a half hour, but with all the winding caverns in that
place. Oh, jeez.
All the exits.
Oh, no.
There really was no telling where the man had gone.
This is horrible.
Then I started hearing the maniacal laughter coming from every which way.
Oh, jeez.
I was suddenly hit in the side of the head with a rock.
Oh, golly.
Dazed and bleeding, I turned around and saw the man with this bizarre giant slingshot.
There he is.
I then lost consciousness.
Wow.
The police
What'd you think was that?
Came down and got me out of the cave.
Wow, they saved him.
An ambulance brought my dad.
He is very lucky to be alive. This kid is very, very, very lucky to be alive. He shouldn't. That maniac could have finished him off. Unconscious. He could have did anything. Wow.
Bad night at the hospital where, luckily, he pulled through, and I just had a minor concussion.
He pulled through. I'm assuming he almost died. The dad, I guess. How did he get sliced in the neck? I mean, it's just bleeding from the neck. I mean, what did he do? Did he slice him? I wouldn't have went in until the cops came. Me too, Hearthcard. I would definitely wouldn't have went in until the cops came. That's nuts.
My little sister Hannah, though, was
gone.
Never seen again.
Oh, no.
No matter how many subsequent searches the police have done, she's still never turned up. And as far as the cartoon man goes, he hasn't been seen again either. Today I received a letter in the mail from an unknown sender. It was a picture of Hannah.
Oh my gosh.
And inside the envelope was a torn piece of paper with 4 words written on it.
See you soon?
The words, see you real soon.
Oh, I would welcome it. I would welcome it. Absolutely. I would welcome that, especially if he still got your sister. Oh my gosh. This thing is evil. The claws, right? Yeah, it must have been the claws that got the dad, right? Almost mortally wounded, I guess. I'm assuming that maybe what would have happened. I don't know. You can't sacrifice one kid to try to save another. You know, because what if he was able to best you? What if this monster was able to best you, a grown man, possibly in his 30s or 40s? What chance does your 13-year-old son have? if he was able to best you in ingenuity, speed, agility, wit, weaponry, strength, all of those things, what makes you think that your 13-year-old little boy would be able to fare any better against this tower of power, this freaking 6'1", dummy big, dummy thick, dummy thick. Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely messed up. And the taunting at the end, oh my gosh, he sent him a picture. I don't know how many years ago after. Hang on, I'm gonna re-listen to this.
Mail from an unknown sender.
Let's go back.
Concussion.
Cause how long ago did that happen?
Sister Hannah, though, was
this is crazy.
Never seen again. No matter how
what
many
happened
searches the police have done,
it is messed up.
She still never turned up.
How long
and
ago?
As far as the cartoon man goes, he hasn't been seen again.
They can't find him. That's garbage.
Today I received a letter in the
so
mail.
We don't know. It says today I received a letter in the mail. So we don't know how long ago the incident was from the present tense that he's using. We don't know if it was a few years ago or, maybe I have to go back to the story and listen. But it seems to me that, this could be recently. I would absolutely welcome it. If I was him, I'd have been hitting the gym every single day in case I find this monster again, and I would have absolutely destroyed him. But I mean, I don't know if this is taking place in the 70s. Is it taking place in the 80s, where the technology isn't good, or the forensic science isn't really on and popping just yet, right? Like, I think if this type of thing may have happened today, or ish today, like, we've had lots of forensics, lots of technology to be able to track this killer. But it's just a bit strange how. What was up with the fluids? Like, when he kicked the door in, got the fluids. They didn't test the fluids. They don't know what the fluids was. It was just, oh yeah, they ransacked our stuff and there's like fluids everywhere. We know flat screens are a thing. There you go. You bring up a great point. Great point, Hearth Card Maker. We do know that flat screens are a thing. So if flat screens are a thing, the forensic science was a thing. I think this is one big cover-up. Don't tell me if I'm onto it or not, but I think this is one big cover-up by Disney, by some type of weird cult thing. This guy, you notice he doesn't attack everybody. He just picks them out. He picks out one or two families, and the families are absolutely destroyed, but nobody seems to listen to them, right? Oh no! Wait till you find out what the fluids are. Oh gosh. I have a feeling I know what it is. But let's not get into that too quickly. Oh my gosh. And he kidnapped a baby. He seems to be a baby kidnapper. What is it? He's sacrificing them? Oh man. I'll see you real soon. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Especially if you're old enough now. You know what I mean? Lift those weights. Get your weight up. Get your strength up. I'll say, I'll see you real soon. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. What a monster. What a monster. It's definitely like, it's definitely have a definite feeling of crime as well. You've got the horror aspect, but it's also a bit of crime and a crime novel, like a bit of a Law and Order TV show type of thing. You got this nothing supernatural is happening. All of this could definitely happen. You know what I mean? So that's what makes it even scarier. Yep. Oh boy. Oh man. I can't wait to see what happens next. Definitely. I hope they catch this killer and bring him to justice. This is definitely more crimey, like very crimey. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Yes, definitely a mixture of the two for sure. You've got, just this haunting thing. He's haunting these kids. How does he get the letters? He must have some type of inside knowledge of the park. How is he writing people? How is he getting the mail out? This freak, he's getting the mail out. Nobody's tracking it. That's why I think it's a conspiracy. And the fact that there are multiple protagonists, right? So he's like hitting up people. He has a methodical way of doing this, and he's somehow able to single these kids out. How is he able to get their names? Are they on a list or something? You know, does he work within the park? Does he know somebody that works within the park? Is this guy a real monster? Who knows? So many questions, so little answers, and I cannot wait till next week. I'm gonna try Hearthguard, Mike. I'm gonna try next week. Tragedy at Toontown Part 4 if they have it. I think they do. Yes, it is. Tragedy at Disney Towns. Disney Toontowns. What is this? Huh. It's still by Freaky Attractions, but he changed the title. He changed it. Now let me know if this is. Let me know this is actually that. This is the next one, Part 4, but they're just titled differently. And this is the one. This is the second link is the one that me and you just went through. So I think the first link that I sent in is the next one, but they're just titled differently. Tragedy at Toontown. Yeah, it is. Never mind. It's the same. They just titled it differently. But yeah. Anybody who's watching afterwards and watching now. Oh, maybe wearing the Goofy costume and strolling into the addressing house. Maybe. Jeez Louise. This would make a good video game. At any rate, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to T-Tech Trap. Yes, again, that is T-Tech Trap signing out with another gameplay streamio. Let me turn this down a little bit. There we go. If this is your type of thing, if you like what you see, or if you're into Creepypasta live reads, don't forget to subscribe, like. Keep checking back every day for more gameplay videos just like this one. I had a blast. Today. It was a good day. It was a busy day. It was a fun day. We had some Nintendo Switch stuff going on. We had some. I'm so late with it. We had a Creepypasta live read. I might do the Creepypasta first next time. We'll see if I can get it done like earlier in the day. You know, we can have a bit of more of an audience, but I think everybody else is asleep. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching. You have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Anybody who's watching this afterwards, share it. Anybody who's listening now, share it. If you know a friend that you think would enjoy this kind of thing, go ahead and share the video. That's how I found some YouTubers. You know, some of my family members shared some videos out, and hey, they jived with it too. Well, thank you all so much for watching, man. Have a great day. Be safe. Shout outs to the essential workers, all that good stuff. And bye. Yeah. Alright, let me see. Yeah, this next part. There's also ones that take place. Hang on, I gotta read this. Let me see. Okay, I'm reading it right now. There are also ones that take place after the final talk happened beforehand. Like how the cartoon man came to be. Oh man, and inspired others. Oh no, copycat killers. Aw, snap. Hey. Alright guys, have a good one. Thank you so much. Shout out to the essential workers. Shout out to people out there in the struggle and the hustle. Shout out to people following their dreams. Shout outs to the doctors, the scientists. Shout out to the mail delivery people, food delivery people, any delivery people. Thank you so much for your service. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Alright, man. See ya. Bye, guys.